It obviously makes sense to try to find the true amount of searches a keyword receives, but I also do it to whittle down my keywords with the next step of analyzing keywords in Google. Usually Google's estimation is on the high side, so after I do my Bing extrapolation, any keywords on my list that fall under 1,000 searches a month, I remove from my list. When I did this, I went from 94 keywords to 44 keywords. With how much compiling and analysis I do on each keyword, this helps. The next step, compiling, is likely the most tedious, but also the most important step of keyword analysis. It's here that we will aggregate all the data we have on every single keyword. I will use rheumatoid arthritis treatment as an example on how I compile all the information I am looking for with a keyword in Google. To get started, I first paste the extrapolation search number I did in our last step. Then I run the keyword through SEO Moz's keyword difficulty tool, which spits out a percentage for me. This is a paid tool and it is possible to analyze your keywords without it, but let me show you why it will save you some time. When I go to SEO Moz and click on Keyword Tools, I am shown a list of tools that I can use for my different SEO campaigns. Midway down the page is a tool titled Keyword Analysis that I use for this part of the data compilation. I add in the keyword, select the search engines I am analyzing, Google is the default search engine, select my target country, and run my report. When I run the report, SEO Moz provides me a percentage that shows how difficult the keyword rheumatoid arthritis treatment is. If you are looking at SEO Moz right now, you will notice that my screen looks different. I cropped out some graphs that are found in between the percentage and the next table I want to talk about. You just need to scroll down to see what I will be talking about next. The ranking analysis table provides a lot of in-depth information that is quite helpful in my own keyword analysis. First, it gives a snapshot of the top 10 competitors found in Google. With each competitor, it provides additional information that I will be compiling for my own analysis. In the first column, SEO Moz gives the page authority of the page that my competitor is ranking with. SEO Moz page authority is an indicator on how likely a single page can rank well. SEO Moz scores each page from 0 to 100. The higher the number, the more SEO Moz believes that a page has a potential to rank well in search results. SEO Moz uses a litany of variables to decide their page authority. Personally, I've found page authority to be accurate in seeing how difficult it will be to outrank a given page. The second column focuses on how many root domains are linking to the page that is ranking. A root domain in general often is in reference to the actual domain. It is not any of the pages or folders that are associated to it. In this case, SEO Moz is showing how many unique root domains are actually linking to the page. So, one domain could have 100 links pointing to the ranking page, but all SEO Moz cares about is that the domain is linking to the domain, not how many times that it does link. This metric isn't as important to Google since it's easy to game. Next is the column on domain authority. Like the page authority column, SEO Moz provides a scale between 0 to 100. In fact, the only difference between domain authority and page authority is that SEO Moz is looking at the overall strength of a domain instead of a page. The authority of a domain is an important variable in ranking in Google. A page can rank in Google if the page authority is low, but the domain authority is high. However, having authority for both the page and the domain is the best scenario. The final metric deals with the amount of unique root domains linking to the overall website. This metric in the last few years or so has become more important in Google's algorithm. The more unique root domains that are linking to an overall website, and not just one page, the more natural it looks to Google. In the spreadsheet, which I will show shortly, I marked this column as DL, or domain links. It would probably be more clear as UDL, or unique domain links, but they both mean the same thing. All of this information can be exported into an Excel or CSV file, which will help you to quickly compile the information you need into your own spreadsheet. Finally, SEO Moz allows you to do even a deeper analysis on the keywords you are researching. Unfortunately, SEO Moz only gives you 50 monthly total credits, and it takes them at least 24 hours to run the analysis and email you the results. So from SEO Moz's paid keyword tool, we are able to compile the competitor, the page authority, the domain authority, and the unique root domains linking to the domain being analyzed. However, it is possible to get all this information for free. If you go to seomoz.org/SEO-toolbar, you will find that SEO Moz has created something they call Mozbar. Mozbar can be installed as a Mozilla Firefox add-on or a Google Chrome extension that you use with your browser. I use Mozbar all the time with Google Chrome, and when you install it into Google Chrome, you will see a small title icon up in the right-hand corner. When you click on the icon, you will be given a lot of choices. For this exercise, all you need is for the circle next to the Hide SERP overlay to be green, and to be sure that all 4 checkboxes are selected, which is generally done by default. So if I go to Google and type in my keyword rheumatoid arthritis treatment, you will see that I have extra information with each result. All this information comes from the Mozbar. As you can see, all the information that you see here is the same information that you can find in SEO Moz's keyword difficulty tool. However, it does add a little more time gathering this information. Also, there is 2 additional metrics added here that are not really important for my keyword analysis, and that is total links pointing to the page and domain. Again, Google no longer places as much importance on the sheer volume of links as it once did. One final note concerning Mozbar is that in order to see the Mozbar information, you will need to have a free account at SEO Moz and be logged in. There is one final piece of information we can pull from SEO Moz, and that is whether or not this competitor is considered a brand. For Google, this is particularly important. Eric Schmidt, former CEO and the current executive chairman of Google, said, and I quote, "Brands are the solution, not the problem. Brands are how you sort out the cesspool." End quote. The cesspool he was referring to was the internet. Apparently, Mr. Schmidt feels strongly that brands are what we are wanting to see when searching. Be this as it may, there really is no clear idea of what Google deems as a brand. However, my rule of thumb is that any site ranking in the top 3 organic spots in Google with over 5,000 unique root domains linking to it is considered a brand. So obviously, with 72,995 root domains linking to mayoclinic.com, Google will see this website as a brand. If the competitor is a brand, I simply put a number 1 in the brand column. If the unique root domains are 4,999 or less, then I add a 0 to show that it is not a brand. One increasingly important factor to Google's organic results is Google+. Even though Google+ isn't the most popular social network, Google has made it abundantly clear that they are incorporating Google+ social signals into the index results. Shared count is a great free tool to look at a URL's social factors. It's important to understand that Google ranks pages and not websites, so I've added the full path of the URL that I'm analyzing and not just mayoclinic.com. Once I've done this, shared count provides all the metrics, and as you can see at the bottom of the page, this URL has a single Google+ one. I've taken this metric and have added it into my spreadsheet. The next step is looking at whether this competitor is specifically targeting the ranking page for this keyword, which is often called on-page optimization. For this type of job, I like to use Jux SEO. It's a little slow and clunky, but it provides me the information I need. Understanding on-page SEO is actually quite important, because it helps me to see if my competition is actually optimizing the page that is ranking for the keyword. If they are, then it is significantly harder for me to compete with them. Jux SEO is really easy to use. However, beforehand, I've created a free account because the web app will analyze my keywords much faster than if I hadn't. As you can see, I've done this and I'm logged in. So now I just need to add in my competitor's URL, my keyword rheumatoid arthritis treatment that I'm analyzing, and select Generate Report. Even though I'm logged into Jux SEO, the software still takes about 15 to 30 seconds to analyze the keyword, which is the longest part of my analysis when compiling. Usually I will have several browser tabs open with different keywords being analyzed by Jux SEO in order to speed up the process. However, once the system is done, it shows me a score out of 100. In this case, the Mayo Clinic is 47 out of 100. This personally tells me that the Mayo Clinic isn't optimizing their ranking page for this keyword, which helps me determine if I should still go after rheumatoid arthritis treatment when there is such a formidable foe ranking in the number 1 position. After entering the Jux SEO number, I have finished the stats for the first competitor. In my spreadsheet, I have allocated space for the top 3 organic competitors in Google for each keyword I am considering. I follow the steps I just went through for each competitor. It takes some time, but it is well worth it in the end.